What's up, everyone? Irrigation Farmer here today, and we've just been cutting a lot of feed lately. Corn's been too dry, or excuse me, corn has been too wet, so we had to stop with the corn. We switched over to cutting feed and just trying to get it all down so it can start drying, because it'll take about probably 2 weeks before it's done. So it's amazing what good timing of moisture can do. This is a true dry land farm, or field here. That's my irrigated pivot over there. But this did not get any moisture whatsoever, or any irrigation whatsoever. I planted this field a little earlier than my other stuff because it was an open field. And I think we caught 1 inch of moisture after I planted it. And got all up really well. It was a little cooler then. And we had some decent moisture before, and then it just got the right moisture at the right time and grew like crazy. I had probably about 60 acres that I planted probably a month later because they were behind feed, or excuse me, behind oats, or just I didn't have a chance to plant and did not catch the rain as well. And it looks like that stuff right there. I mean, just a foot short, just terrible. And I've got a deer in there. I did not want to run that guy over. Little baby deer. Go into the other field because I'm going to be swathing that next. Please go into the corn. Anyways though, it's just kind of interesting though how if you feed needs moisture, don't get me wrong, but timing makes a big difference. If you get it early and it's a little cooler, comes up well, man, it just makes it grow so much better. As I said, this is all dry land and it'll probably ton almost as good as some of my irrigation will. One of the really nice things about corn is it's Roundup ready. And a big thing what that means is that you can spray Roundup on corn without killing it. Corn is a grass, same with feed. Feed is not Roundup ready. See all that stuff in there? It's grass. If this were corn, I'd be able to spray Roundup on this field and I could have killed all that grass and kept the corn alive. Definitely need to work this field too, because it's nice and bouncy. It's gonna be kind of fun to build. I'm sure I'm gonna get a comment from my dad. Probably like, I need to charge you more because it's really rough. Sorry, Dad, if you watch these, but sorry, gonna work it eventually. Yeah, I do kind of feel like I'm in a rodeo here. Last year's corn rows are kind of making it interesting here, and it's gonna be really fun to build this thing. So this is pretty good feed right here, and when I speed up just a little bit, about 10 miles per hour, you see this is my load on my engine, I believe. So I could probably speed up if I increase my RPMs, but I don't really want to go too fast and overload everything. As I said, it's pretty thick feed, so that's telling me about where this machine can be running, and going 10 to 11 miles per hour is pretty close to what I want to do anyways. Oh. It is nice to have a GPS because then you just sit back and relax. I'm joking, actually. GPS is really nice. Auto steer. It's doing all the steering and everything for me. It makes it a lot easier on me, but it allows me to kind of be watching, make sure I'm not going to hit an animal, kind of watch my monitors, things like that. So no, it's not making us, easier in the job, but not lazy, because you still want to be paying attention, make sure everything's still running properly, and you don't mess up something as you're going. And then eventually you get to a spot where there's the pivot track, and you gotta manually drive it yourself. Sad day. We're gonna step out here, take a look at what we're cutting. Freaking bug city here. So when you actually look out at it, this is probably about a 5-foot swath, so it's really big, and it's trying to make it as wide as possible. The reason we want it really wide is because we need it to dry really fast, because we're not having as much heat, and so it's gonna be a little more time to dry. We definitely don't want this really stacked high, because if it is, it wouldn't get down to the bottom, and then you'd have some green when you're trying to bale, and then you could have fires and things like that. So we have everything really aggressive on this. It's almost chopping it up in a way. That way you can compress it really well. And as I said, laid out as flat as possible so it gets as much sunlight as possible too. It's probably gonna take a good 2 weeks to dry, as I said, just because it's not as hot anymore and it's really thick material. So just wanted to show you that real fast. And you can kind of see behind me, I haven't actually shown you the feed. I'm about 6'2", and some of this is as tall as my hand, so pretty tall stuff. The reason why cattle like it so much is it's actually really sweet inside. If I break it open, you can actually suck on this inside and you'll get sugars out of it. So cattle really like it. It's a nice food source for them because it's sweet, and then a lot of nutritional from the leaves and everything. Not crazy high protein like alfalfa, but kind of a good filler. So you guys don't think I'm lying here. Yeah, it's actually not too bad. I'm not gonna eat it because I'm not a cow, I don't like grass, but you can definitely get some sugar out there. It's really sweet, tastes pretty good. I had my door open for just a little bit. This guy snuck in. I think he's planning on trying to kill me. If I don't make it, guys, it was a spider and I'm gone. Hopefully, I might smash him because I really don't want him like falling on my face and making webs around me. Sorry, bud. Wish I had a boot instead. Sorry, buddy. So I'm not gonna be able to get him on camera, I doubt, but oh, there's one right there. There's a whole family of deer in here. I saw a buck, a doe. I don't know what one this one is, but I really don't want to run them over. You can barely see them. Oh, there they go. Let's see if the little one comes out. No? So this farm here is right by the canal, and so the tree line there, they really like to hide out there, and then good food source and protection in here. So they hate whenever I swap this up. No more protection, but they'll probably go into the corn. Well, the good news is I'm done, and I didn't hit any deer. The bad news is I think the spiders are coming to get me, guys. God, they're everywhere. I kind of take up the entire road, so glad this isn't a busy highway, because that would kind of suck. What do you think? Should I play chicken? I actually have to turn right here, so we'll see what happens here. Oh yeah, he was scared. I won, no problem at all. Just kidding, he's just being a nice guy and waited for me, which is really nice because it's kind of a pain to take these off the road and wait for people to pass and everything. So anywho, well, I'm almost home. Drop this off at the shop and then head home and call it a day. Tomorrow I'll go check some corn, see if we can keep going with the corn harvest. Hopefully we can, because it sounds like some weather's coming this weekend, so get that done. And then kind of just go on vacation for the winter time, aka fix vehicles and try to figure out what to do. But hopefully tomorrow we'll start cutting again. See you guys later.